Hey guys, what is up? DJ Almo here, bringing you guys something pretty damn nostalgic for me especially, and I'm sure a lot of you other guys as well. And it is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and this is the HD remake, I guess you'd call it. Now, for me growing up, when I was younger, I used to go to my friend's place, play the N64, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and that game was that's the main game I've played of skating. Now, I've played a couple other newer skating games, and for me, they're not, I don't know, I don't enjoy them as much as this game. I mean, just this classic style skating game, it's just, like, it's real easy to perform awesome combos, the tricks are easy to perform. I like the way it looks, I like the way the tricks look, and I like the way you control the skater. It's just not one of those games where it tries to be all technical and stuff, and I got no problem with games trying to be a challenge or technical, but I do really enjoy this old style classic simple control type game. And it was funny because I was thinking about this game, and I was going to set up the old N64 and just hop on this game and have a go, but I was on the PlayStation Store just checking what's the latest stuff, and I just decided to type in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and lo and behold, there was a HD remake on the PS Store, and straight away I bought it. I think it was 20 bucks, and I'll get into, well, I'll say now, it's there's some definitely big flaws that are a bit of an issue, but I'll get into that a bit later. But I'll just talk about that a bit later. But yeah, I just decided to buy it, and I've just been playing it like for the last day, just playing these old school maps, man. And this map, what should I call them? Maps, courses, parks? I don't know what to call them. I just call them maps. I don't really care. But this map right here, school. This probably was my favorite. I don't know, there were just so many good spots to do combos, there were so many good grinding spots, and also hangers in this game, and that was probably one of my favorite maps as well. And what I love about this remake is that they didn't try to change it. Like, you'll see the graphics look better than the original, obviously, but they didn't change the way it looked. It looks very similar, and I like that. I really appreciate the fact that they did that, because I like the way old school games look. I don't care about the really high definition graphics where you can see every detail. That's not a big deal to me. I just like the way this game looks, and I'm glad they kept true to it. Also, the way it feels, like it feels exactly the same. I hopped on this and I could still do everything. You see me fail a fair bit. Like, I was just in here free skating, mucking around, just having some fun. This is what this game's about, just having some fun. But you can hop into it and perform the good tricks. You don't need to to have played heaps of hours in it to master it, which is nice. Now, despite all this and how I'm really happy about getting this game and how I'm glad they did a remake of it, there are some issues. Now, to start with, the character selection. So there's really not many characters to choose from. I think there's like 7, 8, maybe, I think there's like 8 or 9 characters, and that's nowhere near as many as there were in the one I played, number 2, and I'm sure there were different ones in number 1. So it's weird that they would have less characters. And the one character I always used to play, and I think his name was Benihana. I think that's his name. You always used to play him because he had the best tricks. He had the best tricks to perform. They were easiest to get perfect, and they get a lot of points. And there's also no creative player, which was in the previous games. And as you see, hey, I'm just going to Hangar now. Just showing you guys off Hangar now. This is probably my second favorite map of this game. But yeah, there's no creative player, which is a shame. I mean, that was in the old games, and it's just a shame they didn't bring it back. A remake probably should have everything the older ones did, but I don't know what their decision behind that was. But that's not really a big issue for me, because the good thing is you can customize the skaters pretty well. Like this dude, I just chose this dude. He was a, I don't know his name. I don't know skater's name. I know Tony Hawk. That's about it. But this dude, I just chose him, and you eventually can unlock. You get money. You can buy stats. You can buy moves. You can buy different moves. And so I just fleshed this dude out basically to be Benihana. So I gave him Method, the Indy, Japan Air, Rocket Air. I just made him so he's basically Benihana, which is nice. So I'm glad that you can mix around with their moves. It's not like they're set in stone. You don't have to do what they originally would do. But more problems, and yeah, there's more. And it's more about that there's not many features. That's the main problem. Like the gameplay and stuff, the graphics, it all looks fine. I mean, I heard some people complain that some of the animations when you crash aren't very good. I mean, I don't really give a shit about that. That's how the old game looked. I don't care about it looking bad in this game as well. For me, that sort of shit, like right there, who gives a shit if that looks terrible? It's funny as shit. But the maps, okay, so if you saw before, there was only 7 maps. Now that's probably the biggest issue. Only 7 maps? There's so many good maps from Tony Hawk 2 that aren't in this game, and I'm pretty disappointed about it. I don't know if they're planning to put in any of the other maps. I don't know what they're planning to do, or if they're planning to do nothing, but it's a bit disappointing, to be honest. A bit disappointing that there are so little maps to choose from. There's also no create map editor, which is also a big shame. With not many maps, they basically needed a map editor to keep variety, really, but they didn't have that either. One thing this game does have though is online play. Now I haven't actually tried out online yet. I'm not expecting much because I don't really know if anyone's been playing this game anyway, so time will tell. I'm sure I'll give it a go and see. I think I heard there's three game types. I mean, three different types, but a big omission. And another problem is Horse isn't there. So if you played the original, you would have played Horse. I used to play Horse with friends all the time, and it was just one of the best competitive type modes you could play. And apparently it's not there, so that's a bit of a shame. And it's just a shame all around. This game could have been so good, and I'm still gonna have a lot of fun with it, just because the maps that are in here, they're still pretty good. A couple of them I don't know because I only played the second game. I don't know what the first maps were, but this game could have been that much better if they just had a few more maps, more characters, and just more game modes. But I mean, I'm still really enjoying it. I mean, just look at me go, man. I have no idea what I'm doing, but well, I actually do know what I'm doing, but it's so easy to perform tricks. It's so smooth. It feels so smooth and so rewarding. I love the point system. You get these high-ass points. It's just a good time, man. So I'm looking forward to giving online a go. Hopefully it surprises me. Hopefully it's better than I expect it to be. And it's not that I don't expect it to be good, it's more that I don't expect anyone to be on, so I won't even get a game, but we'll see. And if I do happen to find some games and it's pretty fun, I might upload some videos of the online mode. But if I recommend you guys getting this game, frankly I would say for the money, probably yes, but if you're not a huge fan of the old school Tony Hawk games, then I probably wouldn't recommend it. But if you're a fan of the old school Tony Hawk, then definitely get it. Definitely get it for the price. I think it's worth it. But if you weren't a big fan, or you don't like the look of this game, which is absurd, how could you not like the look of it? But if you don't, then I would probably say don't get it. But if you want to have a go at a fun old school game, this is just classic old school gaming right here, then pick this game up. But other than that, this video is about to come to an end actually, so look forward to more Tony Hawk, but other than that, I'll see ya.